Hey everyone, and welcome to Lety Does Playing Expeditions. For those of you that don't know what that is, Expeditions is a competitive, card-driven, engine-building game of exploration set in Jakub Rosalski's world of 1920 plus. An expedition led by Dr. Tchaikovsky ventured into Tunguska to research a massive meteorite that's crashed there when suddenly they went missing. And so the world is all heading in search of what happened to him. Expeditions plays kind of like an RPG video game where you gather items, explore locations, and solve quests to become the greatest explorer of Siberia. If you don't know the rules, I suggest you check out some of the links in the description below or their website. This is one of my favorite board games, and I'm really excited to show it off. I've actually been carrying it around with me for a few months now, looking for somewhere appropriate to play it because, well, I can't play it at home anymore because my cats will eat all the pieces. And I can't play it in the library because it's just too heckin' big. So, I am at a rental. It's early in the morning. There's a bunch of smoke outside from the fires in Los Angeles. And I can't go out anyway, so yeah. I'm just looking for an excuse to finally show this off, if I'm being honest. I will be playing as Yellow, and I will be playing with whatever this is. Tatanka! I will be playing with the mech Tatanka. Okie dokie. Here is my matching mech for Tatanka. That is going to be my mech. And I will be playing with the companion war character, Vesna. So that means I need to have the matching companion, Voltan. Okay, cool. So let's also go ahead and give the Automa some mechs. I am going to give it the Marsh Strider for its northern mech. And I will be giving it Odin's Wrath for its central mech. So the northern mech stays in the north, the central mech stays in the central, and they are blue and black respectively to show kind of what area they stay in. I will be playing against a level 2 Automa Maszyna. And let's go ahead and get... Oh, right. So, these basically represent prior expeditions who have gone insane. So their mechs move on their own. But this is the Automa Decision deck, which I guess I should shuffle. Oh, shit. Or drop. That's fine. And then we are going to set 2 aside. And this will be their draw deck. And then I need to place some cards on the board. So this is the quest. Find a former factory engineer. This is the quest. Find a secret passage. This is the item. Dark Prophet Staff. This is the quest, raise a corrupted building. And this is the meteorite, Yellowstone. Okay, I think that is it for setup. Here are some player aids. If anyone wants to try to follow along, I'm just gonna film some other intro, outro stuff real quick, and then we'll get started. Alright, Yeah, so I don't have any note cards with me today, but I still might need to cut the video if I like get off the bed to go drink water or eat something or take care of Shaggy. It's just kind of like a clapper, something kind of noticeable for when I'm editing. And that's all really holding up the book means. I think we are good. So let's get started. It is going to be my turn. So for my first turn, I can take all 3 of these actions up here. And my mech is Tatanka. So that means my ability is I may solve, upgrade, and meld up to 5 times each. My character is Vesna, and her ability is that she can gain a face-up item or solve. And her companion is Voltan, which means that they have the ability to activate an adjacent face-up card's ability or vanquish. So that is speaking in your active row. More on that later, I guess. Okie dokie. I did not actually take a good look at all the options for what to do. Alright, so the first thing that I am going to do is I am going to move into the airship wreckage. And one moment, let me read that. I am going to gather. I am going to gather the quest. Find a former factory engineer. That goes into my active row. Because that's how that works. And that gets replaced with the meteorite gearstone. And then I am going to play a card. So I am going to use I'm going to use no. Oh, wait. I forgot I need a worker. I'm going to put Voltan down, and that will just get me its core value of 1. And that's it. Okay, it is the Automa's turn. The Automa is going to advance 1 along its glory tracker. The northern mech is going to sweep, so this card now gets trashed, and the quest Weaken the Leviathan replaces it. The northern mech is going to move 3, 1, 2, 3, because it does not have any glory yet, which means it does not gain a map. And the central mech does not have any glory, so it does not gain any corruption, but it doesn't have any on the board anyway, so it is going to move 3 as well. 1, 2, 3. Okay, my turn again. So since this is my second turn, I can only do 2 of these actions up here at the top. So what I am going to do is I am going to gather and move. Maybe gather and play. I will gather and play. So what I will gather is I will gather I will gather the Raise a Corrupted Building quest. Or gather and move. That's fine. 1, 2. Whatever. Let's do the Automa's turn. No, idiot. You can't do that. Excuse me, I'm an idiot. I will play Vesna just to gain 1 guile. It is the Automa's turn. The Automa is going to advance 1 along its glory tracker, and it gains 1 glory. The northern mech is going to move 3. The central mech is going to move 1. My turn. For my turn, I am going... Oh, I never replaced that. That gets replaced with the quest, Rescue a Trapped Mercenary. For my turn, I am going to move and gather. I will move to the isolated settlement, and I will gather 1 blue worker. It is the Automa's turn. The Automa is going to advance 1 on its tracker. The northern mech is going to sweep. That gets replaced with the quest, Lure and Confront the Cave Monsters. And the northern mech is going to move 1. The central mech is going to move 2. It is my turn. For my turn, I am going to... Refresh. It is the Automa's turn. The Automa is going to advance 1. The northern mech is going to move 3. The central mech is going to uncover this location and get this map token. This is the mining town. It has an upgrade benefit, and I'm going to cover it with corruption. The corruption is randomly drawn from this bag, and I need a minimum of 5. So that is 4, so that means I need to draw another, and that is another 4. And that is the end of that. It is my turn. For my turn, I am going to... I am going to move to the airship wreckage. Or no, I am going to move to the sawmill, and I will gather a red worker, and I will play find a former factory engineer, and that will gain me 1 guile. And I will place down a blue worker to gain another guile. No, I won't. This is too complicated. Whatever. Next, Automa. The Automa is going to advance 1 on its tracker. The northern mech is going to move 2, 1, 2. The central mech is going to sweep. That gets replaced with the item Amulet of Bravado. And it is going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. My turn. So I can only do 2 of these things now. I am going to move and play. I am going to move to the riverside, and I am going to play Vesna. That gains me 1 guile. I am going to put a blue worker down in order to solve this quest. That is going to cost me 1 guile, and that gains me 1 blue worker. Automa's turn. The Automa is going to have its northern mech move 2, 1, 2. Its central mech is going to move 1, 1. My turn. I am going to move and gather. I am going to move to the airship wreckage, and I am going to gather this rescue a trapped mercenary quest. That gets replaced with the quest activate the ancient. And then it is the Automa's turn. The Automa is going to advance 1 on their tracker and gain their 2nd glory. The northern mech is going to move 3, 1, 2, 3. The central mech is going to move 2, 1, 2, and it is my turn again. I am going to gather and play. I am going to gather this activate the ancient quest. That gets replaced with this quest identify members of a lost expedition. And I am going to play Boltan. That gains me 1 power, and I am going to place a red worker on Boltan to activate an adjacent face-up card's ability. So I'm going to activate the ability of Activate the Ancient, and I will pay 1 guile in order to gain 3 power. All right. And then it is the Automa's turn. The Automa is going to advance 1 on its tracker. The northern mech is going to move 2. The central mech is going to uncover this location and gain this token. This is the research base. It has an upgrade benefit. It is my turn. I am going to gather and move. I am going to gather These are all pretty good. I am going to gather this Find a Secret Passage quest. That is going to be replaced with the quest Scout the Abandoned Base. And I'm going to move to I'm going to move to the sawmill. It is the Automa's turn. The Automa is going to advance 1. The northern mech is going to move 1. The central mech is going to uncover this location. That is the impact zone. It has a meld benefit. It is my turn, and I am going to refresh. It is the Automa's turn. The Automa is going to advance 1 on its tracker. The northern mech is going to uncover the location that it is at. That is the mountain pass. Oh. The mountain pass has a meld benefit, and since this is a northern location, it has to be covered with at least 8 corruption. The central mech is going to move to 1, 2. It is my turn. I am going to gather a green worker. Then I am going to move to Oof, that's expensive. I'm going to move here, I suppose, because I get stuck. Yeah, I get stuck at that location. It's 1, 2, 3. So this is the crater rim, and that has an upgrade benefit that I'm going to cover with at least 5 corruption. Okay. And then I need to play a card. I am going to play Voltan. Yeah. That is going to gain me 1 power. And then I'm going to place a worker down to activate Voltan's ability to vanquish. So I will vanquish this top one, and that will go down to 1 because it will cost me 4 power. And that is my turn, Automa's turn. The Automa is going to have its Northern Mech sweep. That gets replaced with the Meteorite Mapstone. Its Northern Mech is going to move 2. Its Central Mech is going to move 3. It is my turn. I am going to I am going to move and play. I am going to play activate the Ancient. That will gain me 1 Guile, and I can put a blue worker on it to pay 1 Guile to gain 3 power. Then I will move to this location. Which is the warehouse. The warehouse has a melt benefit. It is the Automa's turn. The Automa is going to advance 1 on its tracker. The Northern Mech is going to move 1. The Central Mech is going to move 3. It is my turn. I am going to play and gather. I am going to play Vesna. And that will gain me 1 Guile. I will put a blue worker down to solve. The quest that I am solving is raise a corrupted building. It will cost me 2 power. And I gain 1 corruption, I believe, from the bag. I'm not even sure where I would look for that. I'm just going to go with the bag. That feels right. Because if I was to take it from the location... one moment. Alright, I'm not sure, so I'm just going to take it from the bag. That feels correct to me. That then gets tucked under here. Nice. Then I get to gather an adjacent... Let's go with this mapstone. And that gets replaced with this meteorite Aaand stone. It is the Automa's turn. I need to shuffle their cards. I set two aside and I draw. They are going to advance one along their tracker and gain their third glory. The northern mech is going to move 3 because even though their first request is 1 corruption, and even though they do meet the requirement of having at least 2 glory, it is more than 3 spaces away from them, the first available one, which means that they just take their second action of moving 3. And the central mech is actually going to gain the corruption of the location that it is on. Then it is my turn. I am going to move and gather. I am going to move to here. And I'm going to reveal the weird forest. The weird forest has a meld benefit. Oh, perfect. And I'm going to gather 1 purple worker. Alright, it is the Automa's turn. The Automa is going to advance 1 on its tracker. The northern mech is going to move to the mountain pass, and it is going to gain the top corruption. The central mech is going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. And then when it moves and I'm in its way, it actually jumps over me. So it doesn't count it how I count my movements, which would include the space that it's on. It skips over me and it keeps going. So that would be its 3 movement. Okay. It is my turn, and I am going to I'm going to refresh. It is the Automa's turn. The Automa is going to have its northern mech gain the top corruption. Its central mech is going to move 1. My turn. I can take 1 of each action now. The first thing that I am going to do is I am going to play Vesna. That is going to gain me 1 guile. And I am going to place a blue worker down so that I can solve. What I am going to solve is I am going to solve this quest, rescue a trapped mercenary. That is going to make my power go all the way down to 0. And I am going to gain 1 red worker. And I tucked that card away. Oh, shit. Each time you solve, you gain the core value of each of your solved quests. So when I played the first one, I was supposed to gain 1 guile. And then I played the second one, and I was supposed to gain 1 power and 1 guile. And now that I played the third one, I'm supposed to gain 2 power and 1 guile. So these are the correct scores. So each time you do it, you gain this core value. And that is why Tatanka's ability means you can play 5. The requirement for it to have scoring value on the board is 3. You need at least 4 to be able to boast about it. But if you want to keep gaining that core value, you keep adding cards so that you can do it one more time. And that's about it. All right. Then it is my turn. Still my turn. So I just played. I am going to gather. I am going to gather a purple worker. And then I am going to move. I've already forgot what is underneath everything. Okay, and this. I see. I am going to move to the warehouse. Okay. It is the Automa's turn. The Automa is going to advance 1 on its tracker. It is going to have its Northern Mech sweep. Aether Mirror, the item, is what replaces it. Its Northern Mech is then going to gain a map token. So it is going to gain this one because it goes searching across the next 3 spaces. So it reveals Tarkovsky's lair. And that has a special 20 corruption token. The central mech is going to move 2. And it is my turn. Now, I am going to play and gather. I am going to gather the I have no yellow workers. Interesting decision on my part, but sure. I find that a little funny. I'm being very slow about this. I am going to gather this. No. Let's just go with this quest. That gets replaced with this meteorite 8 stone. Then I am going to play... Why did I do that? Sure, whatever. Then I am going to play Vulcan. And that is going to gain me 1 power. Then I am going to put a red worker down to activate Vulcan's ability. And I am going to vanquish. I'm going to vanquish both of these. So that is 3 for this one. And that is 4 for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll have those. Okay. And then I revealed that melding ability. So what I am going to meld is I am going to meld the map stone. And each time you meld, just like the ones on the top, you gain these benefits going up. So right now I only have 1. And it says I gain $1 per map, a max of 3. I have 3 maps, so I gain $3. And then it is the Automa's turn. The Automa is going to advance 1 on its tracker. The northern mech is going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. The central mech is going to move 2. 1, 2. It is my turn. So now I am going to play and move. I am going to play Activate the Ancient. And that is going to get me 1 guile. And I will use a blue worker to pay 1 guile to gain 3 power. And I will move over here to the mountain pass. It is the Automa's turn. The Automa is going to advance 1 on its tracker and gain its 4th glory. The northern mech is going to move 2. The central mech is going to uncover this location that it is standing on. That is the fishing village. It has a boast benefit. Perfectly 5. Lovely. It is my turn, and I am going to refresh. It is the Automa's turn. The Automa is going to advance 1. The northern mech is going to sweep. That gets replaced with the quest Recover a Stolen Map. Then the northern mech is going to reveal the location it is on, which is the Stormy Sea. It has a boast benefit. the central mech is going to gain this corruption. Then it is my turn. Alright guys, so I filmed this entire Let's Play in one go, and this clip that you're watching marks the end of the first half of my game. Thanks so much for watching, and make sure to stay tuned for the second half. Get out there, do all the stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye!